First of all, college football 26 with Michigan Wolverines. Uh, we're picking up where we left off. We got through, as you can see, we got through the USC game. And we got through the bye week. We are currently sitting at 5-1 on the year, 2-0 in Big Ten play. We're about to face the Washington Huskies. We're about to face the Washington Huskies. And frankly, go through our season. Right now, we're sitting at 4-2. Or they're sitting at 4-2. We're sitting at 5-1. We're back up to the number 11 rank that we were at when we started the season. Our recruiting has been poor, to say the least. We haven't signed anybody yet, but we do have some people in the pipeline that are going to make things interesting, I would say. I need to, this is the new. Let me check, because I don't know if I don't think I've done. Okay, I've got one guy who's ready for a visit. I need to see where he is at. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we fixed this. Okay. All right. I do remember doing this. Okay. It took me a minute. I had to actually look through here, but yes, I did. All right. So the plan plan is we're going to do some games today. How many? Maybe 2, maybe 3. I wanted to be further along in this than I am, but just say the holiday season is not exactly my favorite time of the year. But anyway, we've got Washington. We've got the game against Washington coming up, and then we've got the in-state rivalry against Michigan State. Honestly, we may skip that one. I'm not going to lie. We may skip that one and then move on to the game against Purdue. I don't know. But I'm just judging by records. I'm not exactly enthralled with wanting to play against Michigan State. So we're going to jump in. We're going to play the game against Washington. Just kind of get into it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool, that'll work. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be Washington against Michigan, number 11 versus the unranked Washington Huskies. Big Ten matchup here at the Big House.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up.
It'll be a nice, chill, 48 degrees, windy. So it could be interesting, but we'll see.
Will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
All right. So let's see how the defense starts things out. All right, we'll end up getting the ball after a punt. And we'll start out at the 7-yard line. All right, so we're going to have to dig ourselves out of a pretty significant hole. We can do it, though.
Give it to the back.
Haynes on the run. He gets up the middle. He is gone up to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on that very first run.
From the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas.
Haynes breaks another 7.
Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Haynes gets up towards the 44 as he gets knocked down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen.
Nice throw to the receiver. Catch, yep. The 42.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the
pitch, dropped it.
Taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So we're kind of running into a little bit of a hole.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein.
Klein with the catch.
Closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it.
Haynes. Oh, Haynes makes a move. He gets up, and he's at the 7-yard line. 57 yards already, and we're not even through the first drive.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Haynes picks up 30. Pushes it to 60.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes.
Haynes gets into the end zone, and Michigan takes the lead, 6-0.
They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Kick is up, it's good, we're ahead 7-0. Well, it took 3:05 to drive 93 yards, but we got a score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And we're up 7-0.
And it'll be a
touchback.
Will come out to the 25-yard line.
All right, defense will hand on to the field. Well, we gave up a touchdown, and they tied it at 7. Let me see what happened, because it happened before we got into the second quarter. So, how did the drive end? How that drive ended would be Damon Williams hitting Rashad Williams for a 4-yard touchdown. So, not too bad. Had them on a 1st and goal from the 4. So, we're tied at 7 as we're going into the second period.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover.
That could have been,
And the
well,
offense falls.
that's bad.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's incomplete, and that also
Thought he had it.
what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Well, the good thing is we got out, gave ourselves some room.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
And he got a little bit. He got 4 yards. All right, so let's see what the defense does in response. Unfortunately, we gave up the lead. As Washington is ahead now, 14-7. Damon Williams hits Decker Graff for a 13-yard catch, and Washington is ahead. But it's okay. It's still early.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
Oh, fuck no.
That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go?
How's it going?
At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
There he goes.
Ooh.
He almost picked up the first down on that one.
Got 15 on that.
That big pickup on what
That's
they
just
call
a little
the drag
short.
route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up
The back.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit.
All right, defense will take the field after an unfortunate drive by the offense. We get a stop from the defense, which is good. We'll pick up the ball at the 22-yard line after a 5-yard return by Samar Morgan. Let's see if we can put together a good drive here for the offense. Maybe try to tie this before we go into the half.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Haynes gets the first down up to the 34.
Picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
Haynes, oh, hell yeah, here we go. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Michigan!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Alrighty. So we're going to hit the extra point.
The extra point here would tie the game.
Tied at 14.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame. They're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 20 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up.
All right, so we're tied at 14. Defense will take the field. And unfortunately, we gave up the lead. Okay, another Washington Huskies touchdown. Okay, so we gave up another touchdown. Damon Williams hit Rashid Williams for an 8-yard catch. We got about 29 seconds to go. We got the ball to 25.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Starting a drive.
Wait a second. Okay, all right, so we got 22 seconds.
From the 45.
Huh. Let's see.
Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a line.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. All right, so we're going to start the second half. We're down by 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence.
Oh, hell!
That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's not good. And they respond with a field goal. We're down 10 instead of 7. Okay, we're going to have to do better.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got room on the return.
Got 9 on that one.
And they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout.
Shit.
And they can't make the connection.
That would have been
Yeah, I
horrible.
don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh.
Rice makes the
Got it
catch.
inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catches plenty to give them a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Got the first down.
As he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there
Almost
for the
down.
second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll get it down to the
Got 8 on that one.
That throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Underwood.
Settled him for the field goal. Such a bad thing.
Into the end zone.
Oh, we get the touchdown.
A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the games because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So we're extra point away from being down by 3. Kick it away. It's good. We're down 3.
Every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that
And we're
last
going to
drive.
kick it away.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out.
Oops. All right, let's see what the defense does in response. Unfortunately, we give another touchdown and leads back up to 2. Okay, so we're down by 10 again. We're getting ready to. We got 2:48 left in the third. We're at the 45, so we're starting off with a good
Looking to throw
clip.
on first down. Finds his man. It's McCulley.
McCulley gets 9 on the first play.
Two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Haynes gets the first down up to the 40.
And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you.
There we go. There you go. There you go. Another first down.
Going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Haynes on the move again. He gets 7. We're up to the 20. Haynes with 177 yards on the ground. With just 13 carries.
To keep this drive moving. Power football with the run.
Haynes is going to get the first down. We're up to the 14.
There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes
McCulley.
it's a slow start.
Oh, close. 2nd and 1 from the
I think they'll take care of business.
5-yard
They
line.
just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back to back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides.
We're going to get in. Haynes going to run it into the end zone untouched. And Michigan is going to be back to within 3.
Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
All right, so we're ahead. We're an extra point away from being down by 3. Got the extra point.
They draw closer. It's 31-28.
We're down
They
3.
marched 56 yards to the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Kick it away. And the
And
end
he'll
zone,
just
and we'll have a
take the end. This
touchdown.
drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
All right, so the Washington offense will take the field. Defense will look to make a stop, and we do. And we get the ball at the 2-yard line, I think. I think it's at 2. I'm not really, kind of hard to see. Yep, we're at the 2. Oh boy.
And the Wolverines buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down.
Here we go.
Quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And we're going to get closer.
Away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
We're looking at 3rd and 2.
Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short.
We got the first down. We're up there, and we're up to the 22.
Running game as he's got the first down. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage today. Now look, Denard Robinson's career record of over 10,000 is a long way away, but he said he wants to take aim at it someday.
That's crazy, over 10,000 yards. And
First down.
Take aim at it, but it starts game by game, right? This is a heck of a game, a good start. When you're at Michigan, you're going to get fed, and then taking those opportunities, capitalizing,
Haynes
making big plays.
getting 4.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
We're going to move Marshall in.
from the gun. The game.
Haynes gets dropped.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Marshall.
Marshall gets the first down up to the 47.
Pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space.
Got a yard.
Yards in a hurry.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Prescore.
Prescore with the catch. Hey, gets up to the 32. First down.
That's a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Missed the receiver there. It's incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Might be looking to run. Finds his tight end.
Got 5 on that one.
This offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision?
Ooh,
Incomplete. And man, it's
that
lucky
was-
to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And
That was
man,
close.
did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and switch the momentum in this football game.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
we lose.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So we lose the game 31-28. Underwood goes 19-27, 205, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Justice Haynes goes 20 carry, 213 yards, 2 scores. We didn't really do a lot in the air. We did most of our work on the ground. Honestly, I don't know what to say other than we messed up. Damon Williams goes 22 of 34, 215, 3 scores. Johan Coleman goes for 22 and 147 with the score. The receivers, Decker DeGraff went 668 with a touchdown. Rashad Williams got 5 for 57 with 2 scores. Unfortunately, we lost our first game of the year, our second game of the year, our first Big Ten game. We're going to be now 3-1 in Big Ten, played 5-2 overall. Unfortunately, we're going to fall. I don't know where we're going to fall, but we're going to fall. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Okay, let's see. All right, so we dropped to number 21. I know that we lost some recruits. I'll have to look into that. Justice Haynes, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Of course, Everton, of course, getting over 200 yards. Eh, not a surprise. So we're looking at 2-4 Michigan State. We're 5-2, 3-1 in conference. Let's clean up our recruiting board real quick. Morgan Thorne signed with Florida State, which is unfortunate for us. We also lost out on Devonta Barr. He signed with Alabama. So we're going to need to replace that Mike linebacker. We got Craig Breeze locked us out. He's between Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Louisville. And I believe, nope, that was it. All right, let's take a look. We've got 250 hours. Okay, so I need a tailback, a tackle, and a mic. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and, all right, we're going to go ahead and recruit Quentin Teller from Ogden, Utah. You know what? Screw that. We're going to go for the kid from Yonkers, New York, Ty Furmorgan, a 4-star athlete. And then for the tackle, let's see. All right, we're going to go with John Boriski from Wayne, New Jersey. And then the Mike. Oh, let's see. Let's go for Earl Montree from Los Angeles, California. We'll go ahead and do it. We need to do recruit, put up some hours, recruit, put up some hours. All right, let's see. Anybody interested? Yes, we've got plenty of visits scheduled. Oh, shit, there's a visit scheduled. Sorry. We only got one. Oh, all right, let's do it. Sydney Ackerham from Dearborn, Michigan, who's a JUCO junior, so he would have about 2 years of eligibility. We can't do it against Purdue. Thinking bye week or Ohio State. I think we're going to do bye week. All right, and we're going to do pro potential. All right, so we've got a guy on the recruiting board. Let's see. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. We still got, we still got a decent number of them that haven't been fully scouted yet. All right, so our scouting board is full. Everything is done. Let's see. We can open this one up for 20. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go ahead and open it up. We'll go ahead and open this up. And honestly, I think go for the O-line, D-line first. Yeah, okay. All right, so we've opened up the recruiter. We're pouring into the recruiter. So we're going to see what we could do there. All right, so we got a game against Michigan State coming up. I'm going to be honest. My interest in wanting to play Michigan State is, but we're not gonna. No, you know what? We're not even gonna worry about it. We'll come back. We'll look at the box score. I ain't even gonna worry about this. But okay, I will look. Sorry, but we'll take a look at the top 25 right now. So 1 and 2 flip-flopped. South Carolina is now number 1. Oregon is number 2. Ohio State dropped from 3 to 4. Ole Miss, so all right. So the top 4 have changed a little. Ole Miss moved up to 3. Ohio State dropped to 4. Miami State's at 5. Tennessee moves up to 6. Texas moves up to 7. Oklahoma drops to number 8 after a 7-point loss to South Carolina. A&M moves up to 9. Duke moves up to 10. Georgia falls to number 11. Kansas State moves up to 12. Arizona State moves up to 13. SMU falls to number 14. Georgia Tech falls to 15. And Texas Tech falls to 16. Penn State goes up to 17. BYU's at 18. Notre Dame's at 19. Indiana's at 20. We fall to number 21. UCLA moves up to 22 from the land of the non-ranked. Pitt moves up to 23 from the land of the non-ranked. USC falls from 16 to 24 after a 10-point loss to Notre Dame. Baylor moves in at number 25 after a win over TCU. Alabama at 18. Minnesota at 24 and UNLV at 25 all fall. So it looks like a bad year for Alabama. I'm curious. I'm actually going to go look into this here in just a second. How bad was it? So the current Big Ten standings are as follows. Oregon, Ohio State, and UCLA are all 4-0. Michigan, USC, and Indiana are 3-1. Then we have a cluster of teams at 2-2, which includes Penn State, Minnesota, Rutgers, Nebraska, Washington, and Maryland. Purdue and Wisconsin are 1-3, as is Northwestern, and Michigan State, Iowa, and Illinois are all 0-4. I want to see what is still with Alabama. So Alabama right now is sitting at 4-3. They're 2-2 inside of conference play. I want to see what was their game. So they lost their first game to Florida State 32-29. They beat UL Monroe in Wisconsin. They lost to Georgia. They beat Vandy and they beat Missouri, but they lost to Tennessee 44-36. They'll play South Carolina this upcoming week before going on a bye, and then they will rattle off the end of the season with a date against LSU and Oklahoma at home, and then they'll finish senior day against FCS Midwest before going to Auburn for the Iron Bowl. Not a good look for Alabama this year. Yeah, not a good look for Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, or Auburn either. They're all no wins in conference play. You've got 4 teams in the SEC that are undefeated. A&M, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and South Carolina. This is going to be interesting. Let's take a look at the Heisman Watch. So the Heisman Watch, Michigan's Justice Haynes is sitting at number 1 on the list. Now, after a 213-yard performance against Washington, why wouldn't you be? Trinidad Chabalis is sitting at 2nd. Julian Sain is 3rd. Tucker Gleason of Toledo and Joey Aguilar of Tennessee are on the list. Should be interesting. All right, let's see what happens with the game against Michigan State, because clearly I have nothing to do with it. Well, we get our first commitment from 5-star quarterback Thomas Siri from Lake Forest, Illinois. And that's it. We get him as a commit. We move up to number 20. We had Alexander Hargrave lock us out. And we also had, I'm not surprised. We also had him lock us out, and then we had another guy commit to Temple. We got a game against Purdue coming up. They're 4-4, 1-4 in conference play. CFP is out this week. Stats and records, you're going to have to look into that. All right, so we need a new mic. We're probably going to need a new Will. Oh, God, yeah. We need two of them. Okay, so let's see. Yep, we need two outside linebackers and a mic. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do. All right, we got 210 recruiting hours left. Let's see who's ready. We got two guys ready for a visit. He's not really ready. At least not where we want him to be. This one, I think I'm going to jump on it. We'll bring him in for the Ohio State game, and we will go ahead and have him attend position meetings. All right. All right. So, got three more players on the scout that have been scouted. We need a lot more. We're down to our last 5 hours. We're going to face Purdue this week at home. Hell. I didn't mean to do that. I yawned and hit the wrong button. All right, so take a look at the good trophy. Oh yeah, we picked up the trophy against. Oh yeah, we picked up the Paul Bunyan trophy. Damn, final score was closer than I thought it'd be. Yeah, we're gonna look at the box score for that one because that's ask some questions. All right, so we are up for the top 25 in the CFP, and we are sitting at number 20. So this is the very first look at the CFP rankings, and they are as follows. Number 1 is Oregon. Miami, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and Texas make up the top 5. A&M comes in at number 6. Ole Miss comes in at 7. Duke comes in at 8. Georgia at 9. South Carolina at 10. SMU at 11. Georgia Tech at 12. Texas Tech at 13. Penn State at number 14. Number 15 is Arizona State. Notre Dame's at 16. Tennessee's at 17. Pitt's at 18. Indiana's at 19. Michigan is at 20. USC sitting at 21. Vanderbilt is sitting at 22. Kansas State is sitting at 23. Alabama is at 24. And Florida State is at number 25. These are the very first rankings for the top 25 in the CFP. Now, I'm sitting here looking through the list. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't see a top 25 team. I don't see a group of 4 team inside the top 25. So I'm going to be intrigued to see what the rank, what the playoff looks like. So what does the CFP bracket look like? All right, CFP bracket looks like as follows. The group of 5, the group of 4 team would be Tulane. They currently sit at 5-2. They would be ranked number 12. They would face the number 5 Texas Longhorns. The top 4 teams, all have 5s, would be Oregon, Miami, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. Ohio State would face the winner of Texas and Tulane. 8-9 matchup would be Duke and Georgia, with the winner facing Oregon. The 6-11 matchup would be Texas A&M and Texas Tech, with the winner facing Oklahoma. And the 7-10 matchup would be Ole Miss versus South Carolina, with the winner facing Miami. You know what? I want to take a picture. Of course, the winner, of course, the team that gets to the finals this year will be at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. So, make of that what you will. So we have, let's see, take a look here. So we got a game against Purdue coming up. Purdue is currently sitting at 4-4. We beat Michigan State by 3. Take a look at the box score. Oh wow, this game went into overtime. This game went into at least 2 rounds of overtime. Maybe more. Wow. Bryce Underwood went 27 of 46, 265, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Haynes had 16 carries, 75 yards, and 2 scores. Jordan Marshall had 7 for 68. Andrew Marsh, 9 for 104. Donovan McCulley had 7 for 81 with 2 scores. Anthony Simpson, 3 for 31. Marlon Klein, 4 for 24 with a score. And then Jordan Marshall, 1 for 8 with a touchdown. For Michigan State, Aiden Childs went 20 of 32, 248, 1 touchdown. He was sacked 3 times. Elijah Tolliver had 24 carries, 102 yards, and 1 touchdown. Malik Frazier had 5 carries, 34 yards, and 3 scores. Talk about being their short yard back. I mean, his longest run was 26 yards, which I'm going to assume was probably a touchdown run. And he had 2 other touchdowns in the span of 8 yards. So, damn. Nick Marsh had 6 for 82 with a touchdown. Krishan McCray had 3 for 66. Omar Kelly had 4 for 43. So we get the win. It was tight. Michigan State games don't surprise me. They're almost always tight. All right, so we got a home game against Purdue, and then we'll have a bye week, and then we'll finish with a back-to-back road test against Northwestern and Maryland before the big game against Ohio State at home. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and get the Purdue game in, and then we'll probably get through the bye week. Interesting. All right, so yeah. So we'll go ahead and just step into this.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
All right, we're going to start with the ball on defense.
And the
Chris,
Wolverines
42 degrees
will
outside.
get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might.
All right, let's see. What is the defense's first response? We're going to stop. We'll pick up the ball at the 24. After Samarji Morgan returns the punt, 6 yards. A 3rd and 6 pass is dropped by Michael Jackson III on a 3rd and 6. You couldn't make this shit up. All right, so we're going to pick up the ball. 1st and 10 from the 24.
The give to the tailback.
And ow, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
Underwood hits McCulley. Got the first down.
Before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, skew the body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Oh,
Pass
close.
by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And they just can't score.
Got 7.
And he gets down to the 36. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh.
Marsh gets up to the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
Haynes
all week long,
got
decided
9
downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete.
That's first down.
The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking for the goal line. He's all
close.
the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper.
Nope.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on third down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense. Understand.
So we get the field goal, and we're up 3-0.
And they get the TFL now setting up fourth down.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding them. To the air on first down. Pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Turning it on.
Got the first down.
The defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Caught over the middle, it's Simpson.
Simpson with the catch, he gets up to the 10.
From the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out.
Oh!
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for...
And Haynes is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to add another.
Extra point is up. It was good. We're up 10-0.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down.
Yeah, there's still something with the check, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. You'll get the ball at the 31 as we're going to be into the second quarter. As Jake McAllister punted it for a fair catch. And we're going to be at the 31-yard line to start this drive.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Haynes got 4 on that carry.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself.
Underwood on the move. He gets up to the 49-yard line.
That can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play picking up the first.
Forgot who that was.
The evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
And no.
Nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away.
All right, we're going to punt it away.
Immediately.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team
got to take it down at the 21. And we'll get the ball back just on the other side of the 50. As Margie Morgan called for a fair catch on that punt. 6:20 to go.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
March makes the catch, gets up to the 36.
What was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Oh! Oh, he made a catch.
Good coverage by the defense.
I didn't think he was going to make it, but he made it.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job.
Haynes up the middle. He's down at the 5.
5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the
Oh, that wasn't happening.
ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Under fire.
I was trying to get out of the way.
Sacking him back at the
But
10. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Wants to throw. It's Underwood.
he dropped it.
On 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on.
Pick it up. It's good. We're ahead 13-0.
The uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Kick it away. Into the end zone and a touchback. Alrighty. So we'll get the ball back. 3:48 to go. At this point, the plan is going to be backups will come in the second half, and we're just going to let it go.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get
Got full on that one.
You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little.
And the ball is free on
not
the
good.
Offense scoops it up and still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Oh!
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard.
He got dropped. Alright, so we're going to get the ball back. I think they finally scored something. I think. Yeah, they scored. They hit a 50-yard field goal to cut it to 13-3. We're up 10, ball to 25. We got all 3 timeouts to go, so we're in good shape.
They'll go to the ground.
Haynes up the middle. He's on the move. And he's up to 94 yards.
Junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this.
Haynes going up the middle again, up to the 45.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish deciding to win that big trophy at the end of the year? He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air. It's Underwood.
Oh, no!
That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading.
Oh, that was not good. Well, we get a stop. 25 seconds to go. We're going to have the ball at the 7.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space. It's Haynes.
Haynes going to get him some, get the first down.
Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Klein. And an absolutely...
we're going to go ahead and just take this into the half.
Still got him on the turf.
So we're going to be up 13-3 going into the half. We'll get the ball to start the second half. And here's a halftime
Looks
update.
like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they
All right, so we're going to start third quarter.
The good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news
You know what? We're going to go ahead and let the first team run one drive, and then we'll probably bring the second team in
100%. Just, you can't get
afterwards.
that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep getting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finding an escape route.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And boy, is he close to that first down.
Yeah, we'll go
just
for
a
it.
couple of inches short.
We're going for
They're
it.
in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, unfortunately, Justice Haynes will be
take a break to let him be checked out.
going
And
into the locker
Wolverines are
room.
on the move. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh.
I got a feeling that's coming back for holding.
Let's see if it stands.
Yep.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got him downfield.
He's going to get first.
35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get
Got it,
so we got to hold on to that thing.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just
Ooh.
a bit of a misfire there as they can't make
Just a bit outside.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
God damn it.
Picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger...
That wasn't good. No score from Purdue. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in the backups. I don't want to run the risk of somebody getting hurt, like it's already happened. I'm just going to bring in all the backups for the offense and defense, and we're just going to let it go and let it be.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives,
Got
especially
the
in this
catch.
game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his
Marshall, nope, a yard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down.
Oh, shit.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back.
Gonna run it with Marshall. He's gonna get 8.
Zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself.
Keene's gonna get the first down.
Change and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back.
Marshall, nothing.
Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. It's complete to the left.
And he only gets 2 because they jumped his ass.
Would he love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start.
Alrighty, so the defense will take over for the first time. So we do get a stop. We'll pick it up at the 48-yard line. Frederick Moore took it back 21 yards.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Keene. Quickly to the tight end.
Hit the tight end, got 8.
Working through his progression, you get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll run it from the gun.
Gotta go.
Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall for.
Snap to the up man, it's a fake.
Ooh!
They'll
Nope!
stop him short, and they had it.
I thought I'd try. Figured it was close. That's the harm. Harm turns out they score a touchdown.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's going to run it.
King slides at the 41.
Up on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late.
Hickerson gets loose. The half spin gets taken down. And we get the first.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun.
Marshall
After the pick
got 9.
It's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a
Up
first
to the
down.
26, 1st and
Looks
10.
as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's King.
Oh, shit.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring
Got most of it back.
Pick up to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan.
Morgan with the catch. He gets to the 9.
At the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
A 1st down run in the red zone.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone.
Touchdown, Pickerson.
Michigan.
And Michigan increases that lead.
The 6th on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Huh.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game.
It's
They're
touchdown.
trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt.
So we're up 13. Defense will take the field. We'll get a stop. We'll pick up the ball at the 17-yard line as they tried to go for it on 4th down. And, well, they couldn't. So we got 5:29 left.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling.
We got the ball
again.
inside the 20.
That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college.
Picked up 7.
That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
O'Leary into the end zone. Michigan going out by more.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Well, they want us to go for 2. Okay. All right, let's go.
They'll line up to go for 2.
I don't understand it, but I'm
Back to throw. It's key.
gonna roll with it.
Gonna try to pop one on the screen. He's
Oh,
got
21-point lead. Okay, makes sense.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm.
Makes
nice
sense.
timing for that 2-point conversion.
Make it a 3-score game. That makes perfect sense now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the...
All right, we got 5 minutes to go. We're going to get the ball at the 15-yard line as they tried to go for it on 4th and 4. Damn. They went for it four consecutive times. They got 2 yards on each run. We got 2:03 to go. Let me see. As it sits right now, Keene is 14-17 for 144, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Underwood is 13-19, 120, no touchdowns, 1 pick. I'm thinking about maybe bringing in the 3rd string guy and letting the 3rd stringer go. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some. Yeah, we're gonna do some updating to the depth chart. So Davis Warren. Yeah. But we're going to put Davis Warren in over Mikey Keene. And for the tailbacks, yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. Actually, we're redshirting him, aren't we? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do... We'll keep it the way it is. Yeah, we'll just keep it the way it is. But we'll bring in Davis Warren. So Davis Warren is going to run the offense.
In blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has
We're just going to let the offense keep going.
It's been great execution.
So we're at the 2-minute warning.
What they've wanted to do.
We're at the 17.
Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week and the
Warren
because they
on the move.
Everybody right now on the same page.
They got 5.
Needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Shocked. I didn't think he was going to get enough.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive.
Frankly, I thought they were going, oh shit. I thought they were going to kill him.
Lose 3 yards on the play.
All right.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the signal, secures the fair.
103. So we'll let the defense do its thing. And that's it. We're going to pick up the win over Purdue, 31-10.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum.
We did what we needed to do.
Yeah, David, it's all about building.
It wasn't pretty, but a win is a win.
To go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work.
And we got the win.
Itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here.
Haynes finished with 140 yards.
You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Marshall had 26. Simpson had 57. Dickerson had 42. Klein had 32. The touchdowns were caught by one by O'Leary and then one by Pinkerson. As for Purdue, Brian Brown went 12 of 33, 117, no touchdowns, no picks. Devin Makobi, 17 for 108 with one score. Christian Moore, 3 for 25. Michael Jackson III, 3 for 36. Can't say I'm surprised. So we improved to 7-2, 5-1 in Big Ten play. We have a bye week coming up, and then we'll have our final 3 games of the year, which that will definitely make things interesting. So we improved to 7-2 overall, 5-1 in Big Ten play. We had one recruit reach his top 3 and shut us out. I think we had a couple more recruits that might have shut us out too, but I'm not sure. So we're 7-2 overall, 5-1. We're 4th in the Big Ten. We're 17th ranked in the country. We had a couple other players that lock us out too. We had a Sam lock us out. Rat bastard. We had one guy we had 3 commitments. 1 to Ohio State, 1 to Washington, 1 to Oklahoma. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about my recruiting. My recruiting just, it's just not what it needs to be. Right. Let's clean up the recruiting board. So Gordon Cantwell decided he wanted to go to Ohio State. Jeremy Reyna decided he wanted to go to Washington. Jawan Kafka has locked us out. He's looking at either Notre Dame, Cincinnati, or Kentucky. Marquise Matlock decided he wanted to go to Oklahoma. And then we had 3 other guys lock us out. So we have 25 recruits on the board, 400 hours, and we need to go. We need to lock us up some more recruits. Shit. My mind is not working right now. Alright, we're going to go ahead. We need another edge. I'm going to add 2. Need 2 more outside linebackers and 2 more mics. Oh. Alright, so we're up to 34 recruits. one. Okay, so we're looking at 130 hours recruiting. We have, yes, 2 quarterbacks ready for a visit. Andres Dunsmore and Barry Allen. The names are funny. All right, Dunsmore, we'll go ahead. We'll set him up for a visit against play style. Allen, I don't know. Allen will do conference receive. Okay, it looks like lockout. Okay. Close. All right, so we've done our recruiting. We are at our bye week. I think I'm gonna upgrade. Work on the recruiter. Okay, yeah, we'll work on the recruiter. All right, so going into week 11, the top 25 for CFP is as follows. Miami moved up to number 1. Oklahoma's at number 2. Oregon's at 3. Ohio State and Duke is at 5. South Carolina's at 6. A&M falls to 7. Georgia moves up to 8. Georgia Tech's at 9. Texas Tech is at 10. Texas falls from 5 to 11 after a 31-24 loss to Vanderbilt. Pitt, it moves up to 12. SMU drops to number 13 after a 27-25 loss to Miami. Notre Dame moves up to 14 after a victory after a smashing of Boston College. Indiana moves up to 15. Ole Miss drops to 16 after a loss to South Carolina. We move up to 17. Vandy moves up to 18. USC's at 19. Penn State falls from 14 to 20. Alabama moves up to 21. Tennessee drops from 17 to 22. UCLA, BYU, and UNLV all enter as unranked teams. Arizona State, Kansas State, and Florida State all drop out of the top 25. Just by eyeballing it, from what I can tell, I think UNLV will be the group of 5 team that will end up at number 12. Just eyeballing it. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Let's take a look at that CFP bracket real quick. See what kind of changes were made. Nope. Tulane is still going to get still gets the spot. Interesting. Tulane still gets the spot. It'll be Tulane versus Duke. Georgia Tech versus Georgia. Texas versus South Carolina. And Texas Tech and Texas A&M. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send through week 11, and then I'm going to call. And I think I'm going to call. Yeah, I'm going to call this stream because I'm going to go get something to eat. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send through the bye week, get through week 11, see what the week brings us. So we lost a commitment to Georgia. We had another one lock us out. We move up to, we're number 16 now. So Tremaine Root filed in his top 3 schools, and they're down to Georgia, Oregon, and I want to say Utah. We got cut off at number 4. And then Emmanuel Jabuskowski decided to commit to Georgia over Oregon and Michigan. We're going to need to clean up our recruiting board. And we will. So when we come back with the live stream, probably, I don't know, either tonight or tomorrow, we'll pick it up. It'll be Michigan on the road versus Northwestern. So we'll see how that goes. And then so it'll be, let's see. We're going to come down to the very end of our schedule. We've got 3 games left. We've got a visit at Northwestern, a visit at Maryland, and then the game against Ohio State. So those will be for the next stream. That will either be later tonight or tomorrow. Not 100% sure because I haven't decided what I'm going to do for dinner yet. So until next time, see you guys later, and we will pick it up and finish the 2025 season with the Michigan Wolverines, and hopefully not fall any further down the Big Ten ladder than we already are. But we'll see. Until next time, see you guys later. Have a great day.